सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं नमोस्तुते व्यासविशालबुद्धे कुलारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भरततैलपूर्णा प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः नमो नमः. Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are joining. We are in the last leg of the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It's a chapter dedicated for classification of our physiological classification, psychological classification. There are biology, botany, zoology. They classify beings based on physiology called as the species. They classify the species, whereas this is a psychological classification. Psychological classification, and it's a divine estate, seekers of permanent wealth and seekers of temporary wealth. The seekers of temporary wealth always in majority. They are not interested in the permanent wealth. Now, what you see, I believe, that type of tendency in the majority. In Mahabharata, last week I talked about the falling of Duryodhana. I gave an instance in the last minute of Bhishmacharya. Sri Krishna was besides him when Sri Krishna was next to the Bhishmacharya, and he glorified Sri Krishna as Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Bhishma Stava Raja. It is one of the Pancharatnas in Mahabharata. How Bhishmacharya, looking at Sri Krishna, he started glorifying Sri Krishna. And whereas Duryodhana, when he was about to die, when Sri Krishna was besides him, he started accusing Krishna. Because of this war has happened. Whatever sin has accrued because of this war, let it go to you. The Pandavas, they were not interested in fighting the war, but you prompted them to do. Because of you, this war had happened. And Sri Krishna said, whatever you say, that wrong cannot be right. And last week I said, if you do something good, if you regret, you won't get the full merit of that one. If you do something wrong, if you do not regret, then you will get the full account of negative papa. Duryodhana had no remorse in the last minute. In the Dushasana also, when he was dying, Bhima asked him, weren't you not ashamed that what you have done for Draupadi? He was saying that I am very proud that what I have done. With these hands alone, I dragged Draupadi and I tried to disrobe. Immediately Bhima pulled his hand out. Snapped his hand. No remorse. For negative people, there is no remorse. Remorse for doing wrong also. They keep on applauding themselves. Duryodhana also, he was accusing Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna says, not only this one, that whoever the death of everyone will come to you. Papa is because in the police department also, if any crime happens, whoever is behind the scene, if anyone has committed the murder also, but one who has organized the murder will face the maximum penalty rather than one who has committed. Sri Krishna says, you prompted many people to commit mistake. crime, entire sin will come onto you. And Duryodhana was saying that I am so proud. I had a glorious life. I shunted Pandavas. I made them suffer for 13 years. How lucky I am. I enjoyed the wealth. I enjoyed the territory for a long time. How lucky I am. I had also, how lucky I am getting a Veera Maran. That means I am dying in the battlefield. How lucky I am that nobody can be equivalent to me. As he was saying, there was a Pushpa Vrishti, the flowers fell on him to reconfirm his thinking. The divine beings, it was Sri Krishna says, it is his own wish that he made that flower to fall. And the Dharmaraja, though he did a great job, it's winning the battle, he did not get the full account of Punya. He won that one, but he had a regret. I should not have fought. I should not have fought. Flower also has come. He had done a great thing, but had a remorse. So that is why in Mahabharata says, he did not get the maximum punya. Maximum punya he did not get. Duryodhana at the end, he was no regret. He got, because of that, he got the full papa account. When he was, Yudhishthira was regretting the flowers, Sri Krishna told Yudhishthira, go and smell the flower. They were all stinking flower. But then Sri Krishna says, this is only to make him not to remorse. Let him get the full account of his papa. And saying so, the Pandavas had left. When Pandavas had left that night, prior to that night, Ashwatthama, Kripacharya and Kritavarma, they had gone into hiding. They had come near the Duryodhana to console him. Not to worry, we are still there. We are not wiped out. And Karna fought the, Bhishmacharya fought the war for 10 days, Dronacharya for 5 days, Karna for 1.5 days, and Shalya for half a day. And Duryodhana was all alone. He was not a commander-in-chief. He was all alone. Now no more commander-in-chief. Then Ashwatthama came. Ashwatthama said, tell me what I have to do. Duryodhana said, I will crown you as the commander-in-chief. We don't have commander-in-chief, and to officiate that one, he had to put the water, but no water. It was a dry land. He put the sand from the ground and put it on his head. Now you are the commander-in-chief. And he said, he asked Ashwatthama, wipe out the Pandavas. I don't want to see any clan from Pandavas. Their children, grandchildren, everyone must be wiped out. This is my request. And also he said, from my wife Bhanumati, get a son and make him rule the territory. Ashwatthama, he agreed. Because of that one, siding with the wrong, last week I said the sin, the papa, sometime I talked about in the retreat also, DNA, the genetic problem we say, genetic issue, it cannot be, I have to go through. This genetic issue, it talked about Mahabharata. Because of that one, Ashwatthama had to go through for 1,000 years. He was, Ashwatthama is called as Chiranjeevi. No death, but had to go through the suffering for 1,000 years. The genetic problem, some of the sins we do, it passes on to the children. children, grandchildren, it flows on. If you have done something good, the good will pass on to your children also. Children, grandchildren. Yesterday our Amuda, she called from India, and she went to Sri Lanka, visited 60 temples in Sri Lanka and India, so many temples. Now today she is in Udupi, she said, and from Sri Lanka, tip of the Jaffna, she took a tractor there is a facility, they have a bridge, they put the gate, and in Ramasetu, a tractor will go. They stop the water. Tractor can go up to 2.5 kilometers from Dhanushkoti. She said she was very privileged to go. She said she could able to do this one because of the punya of my ancestors. My punya of my ancestors. Some punya is there, it will protect you from generations to generation. And Ashwatthama agreed, and he did not know what to do. All three, Kripacharya, it was a new moon night also, Kripacharya, Kritavarma and Ashwatthama, they were in the forest. Both the Kritavarma and Kripacharya fell asleep so tired, Ashwatthama could not sleep. He was thinking, I made a promise, what should I do? How can I kill Pandavas? And in the middle of the night, he saw in the owl was there in the tree, and crows also were there. The owl, in the crows, night time they can't see. He saw that one, the owl was coming and killing all the crows. Owl can see at night, whereas crows cannot see. He got an idea. This is the night time, they are sleeping, let us kill. And Sri Krishna, on that, every day they used to everyone go to their camps. Sri Krishna told Pandavas, tonight not to go to Pandava camp, you sleep in Kaurava's camp. And he made Pandavas to go sleep in Kaurava camp. The Ashwatthama, then he got the idea, he had a horse and a chariot. He started, I will go and kill Kripacharya and Kritavarma. They said, wait, we are coming. But he said nothing doing. He went to Pandava's camp. As he was going, there was Shiva was guarding that one outside. And Ashwatthama is an incarnation of Shiva also. He wanted to enter. Shiva said, Krishna has asked me to guard. I won't let you. So he started the fighting with discharging arrows. All Ashwatthama's weapons got consumed. Then he started meditating on Krishna himself, Ashwatthama. Then Shiva said, since you are praying, I will let you go. You go inside. Ashwatthama went inside. Draupadi's children were sleeping. And by then, Kripacharya, Kritavarma, they were outside. They came there. He told them, just guard at the gate. Anyone escapes, just kill them. He went there, and the first thing he did, Drishtadyumna, who had killed Dronacharya, his father, he had a revenge, and he went there and sat on his chest. And Drishtadyumna said, I was getting a dream that I will be killed. He said, I don't want to die this way. May I fight with you and kill me? He said, no concession for you. And saying so, while he was still asleep, he killed Drishtadyumna to take the revenge of killing his father. Drishtadyumna had killed Dronacharya. Then he killed Draupadi's children's tent. He lit fire and killed everyone. Whoever was remaining there, Pandava's side, as they were going out, Kritavarma and Kripacharya killed. Killed everyone except the one of the charioteer. He saw everyone being killed. He pretended dead and slowly crawled and went out to report the matter to Draupadi. Draupadi was very upset, and Pandavas very infuriated, and Draupadi said, I lost my children, but not to make Kripi, Dronacharya's wife, to go through the same suffering of losing her son, not to kill him. She said, this is a battle. I lost your Guruputra, may he survive. But Bhima said, I want to teach him a lesson. Ashwatthama got so petrified. Now Bhima won't spare me. He started running. Bhima chased him and dragged him by hair. By then Arjuna and Sri Krishna also came. So petrified, so scared, he discharged Brahmastra. Brahmastra against Bhima. Brahmastra could not do anything to Bhima, but Arjuna, in self-defense, he also released Brahmastra, and Vedavyasa appeared. Now Brahmastra clashing, whole world will be wiped out. He stood in between, withdraw the Brahmastra. And the command of Vedavyasa, Arjuna could withdraw. And Vedavyasa said, those who are brahmachari can withdraw the Brahmastra. Arjuna, though married 4 wives, he could able to withdraw. Ashwatthama, though celibate, he could not withdraw. Mahabharata shows another example. Brahmacharya means the not marrying alone is not Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya, Arjuna had married to Draupadi, and then Subhadra, then another in Assam, it's Ulupi, and another one in Assam. 4 he had married, but still he is called as a brahmachari. Sri Krishna had married 16,000 wives. Still, in his Krishna Stotara, we call him as Anadi Brahmachari. Sri Krishna is called as, those 16,100 wives, Anadi Brahmachari. And Ashwatthama, since he agreed to the Duryodhana's request, he had lost his Brahmacharya. Since he sided with Duryodhana, he had lost his Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya, Ashwatthama could not withdraw. Then Vedavyasa, it's asked Arjuna to withdraw that one also. He annulled that one. Annulled, and now Bhima said, this person, Ashwatthama, has his the Brahmacharya, he is Chiranjeevi, he has a money on his crown. He has this much of power. Bhima, he chopped off that money. Shiro Ratna, it is called a Shiro Ratna. He removed that one. And that Brahmastra, before Arjuna could able to release, it's Ashwatthama. Ashwatthama, he said, he won't withdraw. And Ashwatthama said, I want to destroy. The Uttara was, Abhimanyu's wife was pregnant. They made this Brahmastra destroy Uttara's baby in the womb. Sri Krishna said, you are doing a great mistake, please don't do that one. Ashwatthama said, I have given a promise to Duryodhana, I can't withdraw. Then Sri Krishna says, If you want to bent on destroying the baby of Uttara, you do your best, but I will protect. I will protect. And he discharged, and inside there was a baby. It's a baby Parikshit story. Because of Parikshit, we are hearing the Bhagavatam story. He saw the baby in the womb. He saw the light go around. His eyes were rolling this light. Parikshita. He started looking at the light again and again, and when a baby was born, it was a stillborn. Uttara was inconsolable, and she said, Krishna, what happened? Everyone has died. Sri Krishna said, give the baby to me. He took the baby, and baby started crying and gave it back. This Ashwatthama Sri Krishna says, may you wander around for 1,000 years from now, and with leprosy, body stinking, you won't be able to walk. People will need to carry you wherever you have to go. And stinking, only the compassionate one will come and feed you. Then, after that, Ashwatthama realized his mistake, and then he said, Sri Krishna, whatever you say, it is okay, but give me one boon. Whenever I think of you, I want to see you. Even 1,000, he reconciled. Mistake, he realized the mistake, and he said, please give me a blessing. Whenever I think of you, you appear before me. When you appear, no problem is a problem. All problems will be meted out. Sri Krishna blessed him and told, after 1,000 years, he will be one of the next Kalpa, he will be the Vedavyasa. Next Dwapara, he will be Vedavyasa. He won't write the Mahabharata, but he will do the Veda classification, and after that he will ascend to become one of the Saptarishis. Saptarishi story, it goes that way. It's Ashwatthama. Sometimes what this story says, some people after mistake, they realize the mistake. In the 16th chapter, it talks about negative people like Duryodhana never will accept their mistake. They will go lower and lower. And here Arjuna, this Ashwatthama, in the company of Duryodhana, got polluted the mind of, corrupted the mind of even Shiva incarnation, the mind, its negative forces are so great, unless you are so pure, it can pollute. Duryodhana could not trap Bhima and Sri Krishna. On the Pandava side, they were even Arjuna had a remorse before the war. I won't fight. He did not get the full merit of his punya karma. Yudhishthira had a remorse after the war, but Bhima did not have any remorse. It was saying that Senayor Ubayor Madhye, it's a Bhima. Bhima is the best among the both parties. In the Bhima took the first step in the war. He finished the winning shot also Bhima. It is Hanuman. Bhima was a Hanuman. Like next week, in 2 weeks time, we are talking about Ramayana. How Hanuman was great. The same character here also, Bhima. Bhima's greatness extolled again and again in Mahabharata. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam damascha yajnascha Swadhyaya tapa arjavam. Bhaya. Bhaya means fear. Abhaya. Abhaya. In the prefix talks about one is no, another is don't have. Bhaya. Bhaya means here I don't have. Don't have bhaya. Means no. Mrita means death. Means deathless, without. Abhava. Abhava it talks about no fear. No fear in life is a quality of it's a divine quality. Come what may, no fear. No fear when God is there. All pervading God is there in me. How can I have a fear? Today one person, he says he's a top executive in Telstra. He was saying that now everything AI has come to help us as a helper. Now helper has uprooted me. I am helping AI. In the office they say, just feed into AI, you do what AI says. He was saying that I have no time to think whether it's a right or wrong. Right or wrong, only AI dictates. He was saying that if I lose my job, I have no skill. I have not learnt anything. Only AI is dictating terms. AI is controlling. And I was telling him the story. The AI is trying to play God. Whatever I input, I put. Today I was asking about one Bhagavatam shloka in AI. I put that one. It said, sorry, I can't help, but it put my video. You refer to your video. My video itself came in AI. It is what it's doing. Everyone's information it is taking, creating a knowledge base. It is becoming my brain. It is my brain, your brain, everyone's brain. It wants to become a super brain. When super brain is readily acceptable, why I have to use my brain? It is super brain, everyone becomes a slave to that one. So this one, I was telling, slowly our IQ is deteriorating. Our human consciousness is supposed to go up, rather than when buddhi is not used, when we are just a slave to AI, we are slipping down to animal consciousness. Our evolution, we have peaked and coming down. Only we eat hungry and like animal, eat and thirst, nothing else. No creativity is lost. Creative, when the super brain is there, it controls everything. Everything, knowledge is there. I lost the thinking ability. Now our talking to one of the ministers last week I met, he was saying that now this brain has gone, this artificial intelligence, it has gone, our brain has gone into the hands of few companies. They change the logarithms and they are making us to think the way in which they want. They will tell us what to think, what to buy, what not to buy. Everything is, we lost the thinking ability. It is prompting us. Today you eat this one, shop this one. We lost the thinking ability. Few in these pockets, I was telling that minister also, if this company, if it goes into wrong hands, like Rakshasas, everyone under the sway, like leading to Bhasmasura story. We are becoming, Padmini was saying that in our childhood also, 4-5-year-old children, they have a brain of around 1.5 years. Brain development has gone down. IQ has gone down. The children, to have a meal without a phone, I won't eat a meal. So addictive, I have become a slave right from the childhood. I have become a slave, this has lost. The creativity is lost, IQ has come down, I have, the life, future life is under the, we are coming down to the animal consciousness. What it is talking about, acquire the divine wealth. That person asked me, what should I do? That Telstra person, I said not to rely on that one. Every day study, memorize Bhagavad Gita, memorize, do the Shastras, keep the buddhi active. Not for everything. I asked our students to do the assignment. Most of them, they did assignment on AI, artificial intelligence. Yoga assignment, I wanted them to learn, they don't want to. Now we are conditioned that way, our buddhi has gone totally blank. Our only, there's divine wealth, acquire the divine wealth. Sattva samshuddhi, sattva means your buddhi, clarify your buddhi. You develop the intellect, not to become a slave to your AI, jnana yoga vyavastitihi. Acquire the jnana, dhanam dhamascha yajnascha, be magnanimous in your life. Magnanimous, ishavasya idam sarvam yatkincham jagatyam jagat. We think this is mine. In Ishavasya says, nothing is yours, everything is mine. We say, everything was there before me, it will be after me. In between, I want to claim this is mine. It says, dana means realizing what I have also his. Who I am to say this is mine? Dhamascha yajnascha. Dhamascha, dhanam dhamascha. Dhamas, sense control. Yajnascha. Yajna means whatever we do, it is an offering to the Lord. Once Devatas, Danavas and Manavas went to Brahma and asked him, please give us a Upadesha. Please give us a Upadesha. And Brahma told them, Da. All he said was Da. And Devatas, they came back, they thought, Brahma gave us a Upadesha Da. Da means, they thought is Dhamma. Dhamma means we are only party people. Devatas means only, Swarga means only party. He is asking us to control the senses. And Dhanavas, the Rakshasas, they thought, Brahma has told us, Daya, be compassionate. Be compassionate, that is what. And Manavas, they came back and they said, Brahma's Upadesha, Dana, charity. This is though message is Da is Dhana. It's for message for humans. Swadhyaya tapa arjavam. Swadhyaya, every day reflect on the scriptures. Tapas is the enduring the challenges in life, straightforward in living, thinking, talking and acting. Ahimsa satyamakroda. Tyaga shantirapaishunam. Daya bhuteshu aloluptvam. Mardavam hrira chapalam. Here Daya has come. These three Da has come. Dhanam, Dhamascha, Daya. Daya for Dhanavas, Rakshasas. Dhanam for humans. Dhamascha for Devi people. These three we have to acquire. Ahimsa, your life. Ahimsa, Satyam, Pratama Pushpa. That you are offering to the Lord. The first Pushpa is Ahimsa. Ahimsa, your life should not be a burden for others. Our Nandurejaji is here. He is 80 plus 83. And his motto is not to be burden to the family members, children, grandchildren. That is our Ahimsa. It's divine people. They look after themselves, not to go overboard and later on become a trouble to others. Our Deviji also, at the age of 76, still working. And Deviji, it's another ahimsa, she said. She is working only to bring out our yoga center. Her ahimsa means looking after the welfare of the next generation. That is also ahimsa. Ahimsa, satyam akrodha, satya, truthfulness. Akrodha, no anger. Tyaga means sacrificing personal comfort for others. You are in the scheme of life, you are not at the center. Always focus on how can I add value to others. If I bring myself on the center stage, all the time I'm spending on pampering myself, pampering my body. And so the Tyaga means the focus of this life is others. How can you contribute? Contribute to others by sacrificing your comforts. Shanti apairishunam. When the Tyaga, after when you live for others, there is a joy in you, peace in you. Apaishunam, when you are living for if you are a selfish person, you start commenting on everything. You are commenting that person is not good, this person is not good, that person's saree is not good, that person's that is not good. Only if I do not have a bigger picture in my life, only busy in picking up small issues. When you are expanded yourself for the welfare of others, you start condoning the shortfalls in others. It doesn't matter. If I am living for selfish, I start seeing the problem in everyone. No one is perfect except myself. Apaishunam, daya bhuteshu aloluptvam, compassionate for all beings, living beings, soft spoken and shy in doing wrong things. Duryodhana was proud that whatever he had done, he was proud. There is no remorse. These divine people, they regret, they shy to do anything wrong. Achapalam, control over the senses. Teja kshama dhriti shaucha, adroho na atimanita, bhavanti sampadam devi abhijatasya bharata. Divine people, not a procrastinator. If I ask somebody to do, they will say, first I will think about that one. Then I will do. They keep on procrastinating. That Teja means very dynamic. They seize the opportunity, very dynamic people, reliable people. Kshama means very compassionate. Dhriti, very focused. Focused in their life, in their goal. The focus comes when we are so passionate about what we are doing. When the self-belief is there, focus comes. When I do not have myself, clarity is not there, there is no dynamism. Dhriti means so focused and dynamic. Shaucha, purity. Adroho, no, not to if somebody has put a trust in me, not to become a traitor. Traitor, they put the trust. And last week, 2 weeks, I mentioned the Vivekananda statement, I hold everyone a traitor who has studied at the expense of others, still not doing anything to others. For me, I was, right from childhood, I was, my mantra also, I never will go to a hospital. So focused. And I won't go to the hospital. God will enable me physically. This health, I will give it to others. When God has given me the health, how can I leave it for myself? How can I live for my own enjoyment? The health, it is not my gift. It's a gift given by Him. I have to give it back. Give it back. Otherwise, Vivekananda says it's a droha. It is a God had given. This wealth God has given. This thinking ability God has given. Despite that one, if I am not putting it back into the community, it is God won't give me another opportunity. He has enabled me with a good health, good sharp intellect. When He has given, it is my job to give it back. If I don't give, next life I will be holding a begging bowl. Begging bowl. Some people, right from how much they struggle, they don't. I have come to the prosperous country, Australia, so abundance. Still, so to give out $100 donation, though multimillionaire, I will say, sorry sir, I am not giving. It is, Lord is testing. You have become so much, you are not giving. In the next life, you are unfit to have this one. It is not yours, you have to give it back. Like rivers have to flow, the river, when it stops flowing, river becomes stinking. The water becomes stinking. The flowing water always remain fresh. If you want to remain fresh, give it. Lord says, I will fill your pot all the time. Not to be scared. Adroho na atimanita. These are the divine wealth. Dhambo darpo abhimanascha. Krodha parushyameva Ajnanam cha bijatasya Partha sampadamasurim Devi sampad vimokshaya Nibandhaya suri mata Mashucha sampadam Devi Abhijatosi Pandava. The divine wealth, if you want a freedom, lightness. As we are aging, we think that after retiring, I will make lot of money and I will retire and enjoy. Ask any senior people, are you enjoying? The life, as we are getting older, it becomes more and more challenging. Ask any seniors, physically not capable, mentally stamina reduces, everything becomes challenge. We say it is only a myth. I will become a multimillionaire and retire very rich. Retiring is just after retiring, things becomes very tough. Acquire, when you are healthy, acquire the divine wealth. Yesterday, mindful mastery also, I was telling the children also not to think that now spend your whole life making money. In the old age becomes tough. I have not enriched myself. And yesterday somebody was saying that day before yesterday, in Bentley, big houses, few people, he said he knows few people, wife or husband have died, that person is alone, they only eating on tinned food. No motivation to do, they have no motivation to get up also. Get up around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, children have moved out and sleep up to 1 o'clock, they can't sleep and they have not invested their time, prime age, in what is essential. We are so busy making $1 extra. He was talking about in the posh community. Children have gone and living alone, no purpose. They have, the bulb has gone, they have no interest to change the bulb also. And so depressed life, so invest time for yourself when you are healthy, otherwise old age will be dreadful. Ma Shucha Sampadam Devi, Sri Krishna says, you have an appetite to hear this Bhagavad Gita, you have acquired, you have the Devi Sampad. Dyobhuta Sargo Lokesmin Daiva Asurameva Cha Daiva Vistarasha Prokta Asuram Partha Me Shrunu Pravrittincha Nivrittincha Janana Vidurasuraha Na Shaucham Na Pichacharo Na Satyam Teshu Vidyate. Now this is the situation of artificial intelligence is talking about. though asuric quality. Now, when the AI takes the control of our mind, what will happen? We don't know what to do. Pravritim, we don't know what not to do. Everything is dictated by that one, and no purity, no urge to learn, no routine, no achara. Achara means enriched life, routine, good routine. Everything is done. This one has become very dull, very low IQ. No truth, not seeking truth. Whatever ChatGPT says, I believe that one. And I was telling today in the class also, AI and my brain, I will challenge AI, it cannot overrule my brain. My brain is far superior than artificial intelligence. This won't succumb to AI because I trained the mind. My natural intelligence is far superior than artificial intelligence. I can challenge. It cannot command my life. But most of the children now, in the school also, they are introducing AI in education system. AI in education system, they are growing in next generation is very tough. It's a very tough. So, it's Akshaya head is Upanayanam. So, never give up your Sandhyavandana. It is a must. Gayatri Mantra. The meaning of Gayatri Mantra, Dhiya. My Dhi never gets succumbed, become inferior to mind. My mind, natural intelligence, always should guide my mind. Gayatri Mantra. Why to say that one? My Gayatri Mantra. Buddhi never succumb to slave to artificial intelligence. Okay, that Gayatri Mantra, come what may, morning and evening you have to do. And asatyam apratishtam te jagadahura anishwaram apaspara sambhutam kimanyait kama hetukam etam drishta avastabhya nashtatmano alpabuddhayah prabhavantya ugra karmana kshayaya jagato ahitaha. It's talking about artificial intelligence. Kshayaya, that person lives in vain. That person lives in vain and lives as a burden to next generation. Everything is managed by that one. No job. I have nothing to do. Nothing to do. In every organization, this AI, they are looking at if this person can be replaced by a machine. Every employer is looking at, however brilliant, they are asking, they are thinking. Sooner or later, people are becoming outdated. People are becoming outdated. So what I will do sitting at home idle? Devil's workshop. Devil's workshop. So negative mind. Jagato, I start living in vain. Kamamashritya dushpuram. Dambamana madanvitaha. Mohad grihitva sadgrahan. Pravartante ashuchivrataha. My life is impure life. I start leading an impure life with the AI, no quality life. Chintam aparimeyancha. Pralayam anta upashritaha. Kamaupaboga parama. Yeta vadati nischita. Asha pasha shatair baddha. Kamakroda parayanaha. Ihante kama bhogartha. Anyaya artha sanchayan. When artificial intelligence has taken over, I have nothing to do, only the desire. I want to so much. Asha Pash bound by endless cords of desire and selfish living and lust, anger, parayanaha, ihante kama bhogartha. To gratify my senses, I don't care what method to take. I just want my desire to be fulfilled. I want to gratify my senses. Idamadya maya labdha imam prapse manoratham idamasti idamapi me bhavishyanti punardanam aso maya hata shatrun anishye cha paranapi Ishwaro aham bhogi siddhoham balavan sukhi adyo abhijanavanasmi konyosti sadrisho maya yakshe dasyami modishya nityajnana vimohitaha. And early this week, China, they said they developed a robot. For the first time in the history, robot has done a somersault with a perfect landing. Perfect landing they developed, and next year they are having the marathon, this sports event only for robots. And humans are spectators, and humans will be running next to the robots. Now, it's a game of robots. They are, it's a running, long jump, high jump, everything robots. Yeah, and it's a robot, and humans are the mute spectator. Mute spectator, yakshe. When it is there, that like a gambling, my contacts, only talking about, I have very influential people in my friend circle who is equivalent to me. I celebrate. Whatever birthday party, who can celebrate like me? This function, I will give charity. Who can give the charity like me? Who can enjoy like me? They only self-centered, me, jnana vimohitaha. They are clouded by delusion. Aneka chitta vibhranta mohajala samavritaha prasakta kama bhogeshu patanti narake ashucho. They slowly slip down into the lower, the impure place, Naraka, Ashucho, and cricket, yes, cricket, Navneet is developing their AI company. They put the ultrasonic next to the bat, and they are doing for the football also, they are going to the ball also. It tells which way to guide. And it will, they are developing, it will give you a prompt. Ball is coming, you hit this way. You hit this way. Slowly it is guiding. It is training, it is, they are developing that AI technology. So, and you will be sitting in pavilion and your bat is going to the screens. And Atma Sambhavita Stabdha Dhanamana Madhanvita Yajante nama yajnaste Dambena avidhi purvakam Ahankara balam darpam Kamam krodam cha samshritaha Mamatma paradeheshu Pradvishanto abhyasuyakaha. They, people of the limited intellect, they hate me in their body, they hate me in everyone's body also. Tanaham dvishata kruran samsareshu naradaman Shipami ajastrama ashubhan Asureshva yonishu Tanaham dvishata kruran people with artificial intelligence, they are not fit to become a human because human consciousness is not there. Slowly they will slip down to animal consciousness. When the buddhi is not there, I am happy only eating and drinking. So you are losing this software is not required for this framework. So this software will be put into the hardware where it is useful. This software, this body is a very special hardware is we have. But software is very limited, only eating and drinking. This hardware is not required. Shri Krishna says that software will migrate down to, downgrade happens. Fit to purpose. This software will go into the right hardware where it is of use. Asuram yoni mapanna Muda janmani janmani Mam aprapyaiva kaunteya tato yantya adamam gatim. That slowly goes down, down, down in evolution. It took millions of years for us to evolve up to here. Now it's a time we are slowly slipping down. Trividam narakasyedham dwaram nashanam kamakroda tata lobha tasmad etatrem tejet. The three gates of hell. You have this one, you have to never enter into these three gates. What the Sri Krishna says, it is the destroys your personality. One is kama, krodha, and it's a lobha. Kama is a desire. Ashahi paramo dukkha. In Srimad Bhagavatam says, Ashahi paramo dukkha, nirashihi paramo sukha. Selfish desire, Buddha says this one. The desire is the root cause of all suffering. Buddha took it from Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam says, Ashahi paramo dukkha. Selfish desire is the root cause of all your suffering. It's a gateway to hell. When the desire is there, kama, krodha, when my desire is not fulfilled, I get very angry. When desire is fulfilled, it goes into greed. I want more. I want more. I am unstoppable. Shri Krishna says, Tasmat etat trayam tejet. You must not get into this trap. Should not fall into this trap. Acquire the divine wealth. If you do not want to go down in your evolution. If you want to move up, acquire the divine wealth, it is no choice. We have no choice. Either you slip down to lower consciousness or move up into divine consciousness. Eter vimukta kaunteya tamo dvarai stribir naraha achara atmana shreya tato yati param gatim. Having known this one, gateway to hell, these three, eter vimukta, by any cost, I am not falling into that trap. Eter vimukta, Kaunteya, oh son of Kunti. Kunti, Arjuna again and again reminds Arjuna, your mother. How great is your mother? You should stand up to the level of your mother. How great is your mother? Reminding him, Arjuna wanted to run away. Your mother was so great, you had to live up to the standard of your mother. Kaunteya, Tamodvare, Stribir Naraha, these three gates, stay away. Tamodvara, gate to the darkness, gateway to ignorance, gateway to the hell, gateway to the lower consciousness. Achara Atmanashreya, therefore through Mahaprayatna. Yes, I have to swim against the current. Getting up early is a challenge. And you have a very tough teacher also. Teacher sometimes yells at you. Yes, it's a tough. But it is no choice I have. Whether you go down or get inspired by a teacher. Teacher is telling for you. Achara, inculcate the positivity in your life. Get the headwind from the teacher. So inspired, I want to get a headwind. Achara, Atmana Shreya. It is good for your soul. You will move from the human consciousness to divine consciousness. Yati Param Gatim. One starts moving up in your life. So, in Adi Shankara also talks about three things are very difficult. One is getting a human life. With the natural, we have come up to here. Then second one, Mumukshatva, I want to find a way out and finding a right teacher. These three combinations, like a key combination, is very difficult. It is not easy getting a human life. I mentioned with the AI, we are slipping down. And I have to find a way out. My desire should be there, and finding a teacher who can motivate me to achieve that one. These three, Param Gatim, when it comes, it's understood, you are on the way to the higher world, divine life. It is a pathway to divine life, and we have done only one shloka. Eter vimukta kaunteya tamo dvare istribir naraha achara atmana shreya tato yati param gatim vasudeva sutam devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. And I thank our Devi ji for sponsoring today's event. She is that Dhanam, the divine quality. She is very generous in supporting the all humanitarian project all through. Ever since I met, every year she has been donating generously, and recently for our fundraiser event she donated 20,000, and she pledged another $35,000 for the meditation hall. She said her life goal is to give something to the next generation. It's a divine wealth. I commend her for looking after, having a concern for our next generation. We don't want next generation to fall into the trap of AI and this becomes redundant. This having the Buddhi Shakti will be a prime. It will be sought after in the future. We have to enable that is why mindful mastery, I am going out, I am very passionately talking to our children. Somehow we have to enable. We have to enable the parents also. Parents also still counting cents and dollars. They have to think beyond. This is the time. Otherwise, you will slip down. And